guys.
Hello.
Hi, you guys. So if you did not already get to see our intro video, I am Kurt. All right, you guys, so welcome to our first episode. If you didn't get to watch our intro video, my name is Chelsea Jackson, and I'm the head spirit coach at Neosho County Community College, as well as a health and wellness coach. And with me, I have my husband.
Hello, my name is Kurt Jackson. I am a public speaker as well as a mindset coach for adults.
Awesome. All right. So for our first episode, we actually posted on Kurt's Grow.Prepare.Live page last week and asked just for some suggestions and things that you guys want to hear us talk about. And so one of the ones that really popped through to us and something that we're passionate about and believe in is self-development and why it's important. So we're going to kind of just go through some different self-development tactics that we use and why it has helped us in our life. So when we talk about self-development, really just keep it simple. It's learning a new skill or a trade, or maybe changing a bad habit to something good that is more aligned with your goals. So, Kurt, what would you kind of say is some of the things that you do for self-development?
For me, self-development is the first step that I took to kind of get me out of, maybe a rut. Maybe I was just stuck in kind of a bad time or bad situation. Maybe I felt like I could do more. So for me, some of the things that I started doing was really watching other videos, information, podcasts. I read a lot of books. I still do all these things every morning. I still, probably the first 2 hours out of my day, I'm listening to videos, podcasts, motivational content. I'm reading books, articles, things that are actually adding value to myself. And really just, it goes beyond even your mind, in reading and stuff. I work out in the mornings. I go for runs. I'm taking care of my physical health as well. Those are things that we can do to improve ourselves. Self-improvement, personal development, it is about developing yourself. It's about investing in yourself, investing time and energy into yourself. Now, we talked about it before we started the video. I think that that's where people kind of forget. I've spoke to, many people where they graduate college or they get a degree or they get a job and then they just kind of settle. They feel like, they're at this job now. They've got this degree and they just get stuck in that routine. And they forget to really continue to develop themselves, develop their health, develop their careers, and develop their relationships. So, those are some of the things that I do. What do you do to, improve yourself?
Yeah, no, I agree. I love podcasts. I listen to them on my way to work. I don't always have time to just sit there and listen to them. In my free time, we're busy. We're mamas if you're watching this and dads. And so we don't always have that time, but I do utilize it on my way to work and I'll listen to podcasts and it could be different influencers, different people talking about meal prep stuff, talking about supplements. And, I'm always trying to gain my knowledge in the health and wellness world just because I'm helping so many people and I have so many people asking questions. So that's something that I continue to build my knowledge on, even with coaching. I listen to coaching podcasts or try to find different webinars and things like that I can listen to and reach out. I'm big on mentorships. I try to talk to other coaches about, how do you make your program successful, or what are some things that you've done well, or how do you relate to this situation? I'm still a young coach and I know that. And so I'm always looking up to my older coaches to kind of give me some feedback and insight because they've probably been through a situation similar to it before. And so I think that that's really important too.
I think that that's where people, can really start leapfrogging, their competition or people that, they might see like their mentors. That's something that has been huge. When I started speaking, I was so nervous. I had no clue. I'd never given a speech before. So I went out and I got a coach. And that's personal development. When I started our electrical business, when we started that, there was a lot that I didn't know. We got into projects and jobs that I had no clue. I had never even seen half of this stuff before. And I started calling, everybody that I could. I started reading books, before and after work. I was putting in hours, 2-3 hours before and after work, just trying to study and continue to learn this stuff. And I think that that's something that we forget. And like I said, it's not only just, about your mind, it's about your physical health. It's so easy to, just kind of find yourself sitting on the couch. It's so easy to, to eat those bad foods and stuff. And over time, those things add up. So I think it's important that you continue to improve. For me, it is 3 things every day that I strive to do. And I go over this in the morning in part of my morning routine. But I think it's important that you develop or add value in 3 areas, and that is your health, your relationships, and your career. And that's something that if I can just add one piece of value in each of those areas every day, then I'm making progress. I'm working towards, a better opportunity down the road. I'm improving myself. And I think it's just that constant improvement over the long run that adds up to huge results.
Yeah. And I think that, one thing for me that's really stuck out is, so self-development is for you. It's about filling your cup and about doing something that you enjoy and makes you happy. And, just like Kurt said, adding value, but investing in yourself. But when I think about something that I did a long time ago, I had about a bad relationship with food when I was younger, and in my early 20s. And so I learned to not only kind of dive into healthy supplements and healthy foods, but also meal prep. And so really have gotten good at, knowing how to proportion out my foods, knowing how to make foods. It's not only saved us on our grocery bill because healthy foods are expensive. And so it helps to be able to proportion that stuff out and know what I need, but it's helped with my relationship with food. And it's even provided me an opportunity to help others. And so my self-development and the reasons that I started doing some of that stuff turned into a way for me to help others and provide for my family. And so you never know when your self-development and the things that you do for just furthering your education and for your own personal reasons might be able to contribute to someone else later on. So I think that that's also a really cool thing about self-development is the better you are, the more that you can provide for other people.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think it allows you to focus your energy on things that are important to you, the things that you enjoy doing. It could be maybe enjoy woodworking, maybe you enjoy cooking like Chelsea does, and actually learn more about that stuff. If you enjoy doing something, why wouldn't you want to learn more about it or try to actually dive into that a little bit deeper? And who knows, you might be able to make that maybe a full-time job, maybe a side job, and it turns into a full-time job after that. That's what happened with my speaking. It was just something that I saw a need for, and I had no clue how I was going to do it. And, I just started diving in and learning more about it. And it's been one of the best things that I ever did. It's truly been rewarding and fulfilling to do that stuff, to give back and to help others. And it all started just because I wanted to improve my life. And so I started watching other motivational videos, motivational speakers. And I thought, man, if they can help me, maybe I can use my story to help somebody else. And so I think, just that focus and that clarity that you get from constantly wanting to become a better version of yourself so that you can, help others around you. I think that's so important to spend time on the things that you enjoy.
Yeah. And it's definitely scary, I feel like, to do some of that stuff, even with his speaking. I can't imagine speaking in front of big audiences. I know that would make me nervous. I've gotten better at it over the years, I promise. But, it makes me nervous. But anytime you're trying to change something in your lifestyle, there's a lot of cognitive effects that come on, but, you normally, you start feeling doubt or you start feeling scared and there's the fears and all that stuff. But I've noticed that the more that I've worked on self-development and changing habits, the better I can adapt to change in life on things that I can't control. So the best thing about self-development is it's something that you can control and you put your efforts towards. And so, just learning how to change my habits. And I'm going to continue, the habits that we had when it was just him and I compared to now as being parents, or the habits that we had when our jobs were different than they are now. We've had to continuously change, but it's gotten easier and it's not fearful. And, we're in a pandemic right now, and I feel like we have adapted really well to it, but we've challenged ourselves so much over the years in changing our habits and changing our lifestyle that I feel like it's just made us more adaptable. So the more you strengthen that adaptability and you're confident in yourself, then I think the better that you're going to be as things happen to you that are out of your control.
And I think you just brought up a really powerful word, and that is confidence. I mean, you build so much confidence, when you become better at something. A lot of people struggle with that, trying to, think that they're going to be perfect the first 1 or 10 times that they do something. And it just doesn't work like that. It takes years and years and years to, develop yourself or to acquire the skills that you actually want, to be, really good at them. Whether it's your physical health, whether it's your mental health. Maybe it's a new job that you started. You're not perfect at it the first, week that you're there. For some people, you might get lucky, but that's just not, I guess it's not realistic for the most part. But I would say whenever I, coach people in my personal development coaching, just the confidence that you get that when you are improving yourself, you gain a little bit of momentum. I guess you're getting better at that skill, whatever it is. Maybe it is wanting to become better for your family or in your career. But when you start investing time into that, you become more confident in yourself and your abilities because you're naturally becoming better at them. So I would say that's huge. That just the confidence that you get from investing in yourself.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, anytime that you are doing any kind of self-development, that is always typically the reaction. So you're not only getting a benefit from whatever new skill or change in your habits you're making, but just your confidence and your belief in yourself that you can do anything you put your mind to. People aren't lying when they say that, and it's just where you put your attitude and your effort. So
I will say, keep in mind that self-improvement and self-development is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle change. You need to be continuously investing in yourself every day and for the long haul. I mean, if you're, say somebody's in their 30s right now, if you invest in yourself and in acquiring a new skill over the next 5 years, okay, and just becoming the best that you possibly can in that, you're 35 and you're going to be just amazing at that skill. And it's a lifestyle change. So you get to 35 and then you continue to invest in yourself. What's going to happen in another 10 years? Where are you going to be at, in 10, 15, 20 years from now if you start investing in yourself? And I think that's where people, kind of get thrown off track is they want this easy, quick now, and we live in an Amazon world where you order it and you get it 2 days later, but it is a constant, lifestyle change. You have to continuously invest in yourself, and the more that you start doing that now, the more it's going to pay off in the long run.
No, definitely true. No, I love that. We love talking about this stuff, and if you need any more ideas on self-development, or you have questions, or you don't know where to start, I feel like can be overwhelming too. We are offering coaching services for anyone who wants to reach out to us. So we left all of our contact information down in the bio, and if you want any help, like I said, any helps or questions and things like that, we'd be more than willing to give you guys some advice. So
absolutely.
Hopefully you guys found this video helpful and you enjoy it. And if so, please subscribe and share with your friends. But thank you.
Thank you.